Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we are going to discuss the other statements related to the looping statement in C program. In that, the first statement is the Goto statement. This Goto is a keyword used in C programming. It is a jump statement that transfers control to the specified statement in a C program. That is, it transfers control from one part of the program to the other part of the program in the C program. So it is also called unconditional branch statement in C. And this Goto statement will replace the looping statements in the C programming. If you are considering the syntax for Goto, there are two Goto statements we can use here. One is forward Goto and another one is backward Goto. If you are considering in forward Goto, first we need to specify the Goto keyword along with the label. And this label name, we can specify any name apart from the keyword. That is, the keywords we cannot use as a label name. So Goto, along with this keyword, we need to specify the label name, then semicolon. Then we can specify any number of statements here. Then to which part of the program we need to transfer the control. Along with that statement, we need to specify this label name and then colon and then the normal C programming statement we can able to specify here. So where we need to transfer the control from this statement, along with that statement, we need to specify this unique label name. And this label name should be unique in programming. So whenever this statement is encountered, that is Goto along with this label is encountered, immediately where the label name is specified, their control will be transferred. So control will be transferred from this statement to the specified labeled statement in the C code. And these statements it will skip. It won't execute these statements. So whenever this label name is encountered, control will be transferred to the specified labeled name in the C program. So control will be forwarded to the specified statement. So this is called forward Goto. And if you are checking the backward Goto, the syntax for backward Goto is first we need to specify the label name, colon, along with the C statement. Whatever the statement we need to transfer the control, that statement we can specify. So first label along with the C statement and then the specified set of these statements. And then Goto keyword along with the label name. And this label name should be unique. And this label name and this label name should be same. Then only control will be transferred to this particular part of the statement. So this label name and then semicolon. Whenever C program encounter this statement Goto label, immediately control will be transferred backward to the C code. That is to the specified part of the statement. So this is called backward Goto. And this backward Goto, if you are considering these set of statements, in forward Goto, if you are considering these statements, it will skip. But in backward Goto, if you are considering after executing these statements only, we will encounter this Goto label. So it won't skip these set of statements. It will execute repeatedly. So when this control will be transferred backward to this specified statement, after executing this statement, these statements also it will execute only. After executing this statement only, it will comes to the Goto label. So whenever we are encountering this Goto label, again control will be transferred backward. And these statements will execute repeatedly. So this backward Goto will replace the looping statements in C programming. So this is the main difference in forward Goto and backward Goto. In forward Goto, these set of statements, it will skip in between this Goto label and the labeled statement. These set of statements, it will skip. But in backward Goto, if you are considering, it will execute repeatedly these set of statements in between the labeled statement and the Goto label. So this is the main difference here. So now we will discuss one example to understand better this forward Goto and backward Goto. This example, if you are considering, this is a C program to print sum of n numbers. So in this, first we need to enter the n variable, that is how many terms we wanted to add, that we need to enter. Then The stop is nothing but the label name. After specifying this label name, we need to specify colon and then the C statement. So C statement is nothing but initially sum is equal to sum plus I. So sum we have initialized to 0, I also we have initialized to 0. So sum is equal to sum plus I means we will get 0 only. 0 plus 0, first we will get 0 only. Then increment the I variable, that is I is equal to I plus 1. So 0 plus 1 we will get I value 1. Next, if I less than or equal to n, that is 1 less than or equal to n means go to top. So this is the go to statement. This go to is the keyword and top is the label name, then semicolon. So when this statement is encountered, immediately control will be transferred to the specified statement in the C code. From this part of the program to this part of the program, control will be transferred. So if control is transferred in the sense, this statement will execute. Sum is equal to sum plus I. So I value is 1. So 0 plus 1, we will get 1. Next, increment I value, that is 2. Then check the condition whether 2 less than or equal to n. Condition true means it will execute this statement, that is go to label. Again, control will be forwarded to the specified statement in the C code. Again, it will execute sum is equal to sum plus I. Already sum value is 1. So 1 plus 2. We will get it 3. Then increment I value. Now I is 3. Check the condition whether 3 less than or equal to n. Then go to top. Again, control will be forwarded. So likewise, these set of statements, it will execute repeatedly. And this replaces the looping statements in the C code. These 4 statements, if you are considering this, it will replace the looping statement. For example, the same program to print the sum of n numbers, we can use along with the for loop. That is, for I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n. So I is equal to 1. Here we have initialized the condition. I is equal to I plus 1. So I is equal to 1. First we need to initialize the value. Then check the condition. This condition. I less than or equal to n. And then I plus plus. Increment the I variable. So here we have incrementing the I variable. And then we need to specify the sum of n terms. That is sum is equal to sum plus I. So if you are using this looping statement, the same output we will get it. This looping statement we can replace with these 4 statements with the help of Goto. So without using looping statement also, the same program we can able to print repeatedly with the help of backward Goto. So this is a backward Goto. Control will be transferred from bottom of the program to the backward statement. So this is called backward Goto. And when this condition fails means control will be transferred to the next statement, that is the printf statement, and it will print the sum. So this is an example for backward Goto. And this is an example for forward Goto. And here we have used the loop I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. The same sum is equal to sum plus I we will use. And here we have used the condition if I value is equal to 5 means go to bottom. So whenever I value reaches 5 means control will be transferred to this statement and it will print the sum. That is only 5 values it will add and it will print the sum. So this is the condition we have specified here. So when I value is equal to 1, sum is equal to sum plus I, it will add. So sum value is initially 0. 0 plus 1, we will get it as 1. So sum value initially we will get it as 1. Then it will check the condition whether 1 is equal to 5. Condition fails, it won't execute. It will allow for the next iteration of for loop. And in the next iteration, I gets incremented to 2. Then sum is equal to sum plus I. So sum already 1 plus I value is 2. We will get it as 3. Next, check the condition whether 2 is equal to 2. Condition fails. It won't execute this statement. Then it will allow for the next iteration. So next iteration I is equal to 3. Then it will add with the sum 3 plus 3. You will get it as 6. Next it will check whether 3 is equal to 5. Condition fails. Next iteration I gets incremented to 4. It will add 4 along with the sum. We will get it as 10. Next, it will check the condition whether 4 is equal to 5. Condition fails. Next, it will allow for next iteration with the incremental value of I. So now I value is 5. It will add with the sum. So 10 plus 5, we will get it as 15. Now it will check the condition. 5 is equal to 5. Condition is true. Then this go to statement will execute. That is go to bottom. This bottom is nothing but the label name. And immediately when this label is encountered, control will be transferred to the specified label name in the C code. So this is the specified label. So now it will terminate this loop. It will go to the specified label name and this statement it will execute. It will print the sum. It will print the sum 15. So if you are considering, suppose if you have given n value 10 also, it will execute up to 5 only. So when I value is equal to 5, it will go to bottom, that is the specified label name, and it will print this printf statement. It won't allow for the next iteration since we have specified this go to statement. So here control is forwarded to the next statement in the C code. So this is an example for forward go to. So now you can understand better forward go to and backward go to with this example. In the next session, we will discuss the next jump statement in C, that is the break statement. Thank you for watching this video.